All right, so let's see if we can do this problem on Wolfram Alpha. First of all, let me write in the function. Yikes. Try again. Let me write in the function f of x equals, I'm going to use parentheses to denote the top and bottom, okay, x plus 7 over x minus 12. Okay, just see what it gives me first. Slices, dices, thinking. So this is the sort of thing it's giving here, all right? I'm not sure if it lets you just click on what a point is. I think it used to, and then they've done this enable interactivity. When you go there, they want you to buy something. So I'm going to do that. So let's just see back to the homework, okay? We're going to ask if 3 comma negative 12/7 is on the graph. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it a semicolon and say f of 3. Now if f of 3 is negative 12/7, then that point is on the graph, okay? All right, so the f of x equals, okay, and let's see if they find f of 3 for me. They do not. No, they're just interpreting it as that. So let's try something else. I'm going to say at x equals 3. Okay, so at x equals 3, that's the same way, say, use the input f of f3. Maybe the program will like that a little bit better. Okay, when x equals 3, it looks like it's graphed here. 10/9 is the result, negative 10/9 is the result. And we look here, and they say, this point says, when x is 3, negative 12/7 should be the result. So is this point on the graph of f? I say no. Okay, and let's go check it out. Nice work. All right, what is f of x? What point is on the graph of f? Okay, so let's find out for x equals 1, doing the same thing I did previously. Okay, so I'm going to try this at x equals 1. It's going to think, and it tells me that negative 8/11 is the result. So I'm going to go here, f of x equals negative 8/11. Okay, I'm going to check my answer. Good. Now, if f of x equals 2, what is x? Okay, so let's just see if Google, okay, so Wolfram Alpha, so we want f of x equals 2. Let's just say y equals 2. See if it likes that. See if it lets me do that. Okay. Okay, find this where y equals 2. Okay. It's not liking that. The next thing we can do is we can set up replace f of x with 2 and see what happens when that happens. So that's because that's what we're asked for is here. When f of x equals 2, what point is on the graph of f? Okay, so let's find out. Okay, and it picks a solution of single solution. The only place where y is 2 is at x equals 31. So we go with x equals 31. Except for they're asking what point is on the graph. They want an ordered pair. So I want the point x equals 31, y equals 2, and I'm sorry, it's not liking that. Okay, when y is 2, what must x be? Okay, so let me go back to Wolfram Alpha. 2 equals x plus 7 over x minus 12. X plus 7 over x minus 12. It really does appear to have graphed it all right. And my solution, it says, is x equals 31. Okay, it wants more to get that step-by-step solution. But so let's just look again. Make sure I've entered it right then. Okay, so I say x is 31 and y is 2. Maybe it'll like that a little bit better. xy is the point of the function of x, and y is the value of f at x. Well, they're saying for part C, using this, what is the point? They're looking above, they're still on B. That's what's the problem. So they're still on part B here. I'm sorry. Still on part B means f is 1, x is 1, and y equals -8/11. So the moral of the story is actually read the directions. Nice work, it says. Okay, now, when y equals 2, what is x? That is where we go through and replace f of x with 2 and see what it gives us. And when you do that, you get when f is 2, when y is 2, x has to be 31. Okay? And so we enter x must be equal to 31. Check answer. Fantastic. Now we do it as an ordered pair. So we type x equals 31, y equals 2. Good job, it says. Okay. Part D, what is the domain of f? Well, let's look back at the function. There's really, if we zoomed out, we'd see these things go on. Both sides of these graphs go on forever, getting closer and closer to this is what's called an asymptote, and going further out. So any x will produce something. Okay. The only x that's a problem is right here at x equals 12. At x equals 12, this is undefined. So again, we have the problem where finding a domain is usually about finding what x can't be. So x cannot be 12. It can be any other real number but 12. So the domain in interval notation starts with -infinity, okay, goes up to 12, does not include 12, and then starts again at 12 and goes all the way up to infinity. And so that's the way we say everything but 12. Nice work. Okay, part E. List the x-intercepts, if any, of the graph of f. Okay? And this may be where you were getting at, where you're trying to find out your zoom function on the calculator. And I'd say let's just stick with Wolfram Alpha. Okay? And we're going to go back to f of x. And I'm going to type x-intercepts and see if that produces what we want. Okay, so it's thinking, 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 and it sure enough tells us the x-intercepts are occurring here at -7 and right here at 0. And if you zoom in on the graph, it would go above. So So bottom line is where it crosses the axis is here at x equals 0 and here at x equals -7. So that's what we enter. 0, comma, -7. Type an integer or a simplify fraction. Use comma to separate answers. Okay, let's check the answer. Recall the next intercept where the line crosses the x-axis. Make sure you've entered all the x-intercepts that are necessary. Let's look again at the graph. Okay, it's telling me -7 and 0. Did I enter that properly? -7 and 0. Maybe it wants it in another order. Okay, so let's again, x-intercepts. Okay, these are the places where it crosses the x-axis. Well, here's the problem. It wants it's changed the function on me. So this is what I need to do. Erase that x dash and hit enter again. That's the problem with a typed item. And then it lists the x-intercept and the y-intercept. So the only x-intercept it lists for this function. And now this looks like the function is in fact over here at -7. So we try one more time, -7, but get rid of the 0. Do our final check. Phew, we got it right. The y-intercept, well, let's check over here now. It says the y-intercept, or the f-intercept, is -7/12. So let's try that. -7/12. Check answer. Good job. And finally, what are the zeros of f? Well, the zeros of f are the same item as the x-intercepts. Zeros of a function are the same as x-intercepts. So hopefully, -7 is the only answer. It is. Well, I'm hoping, in spite of kind of my confusion on this, you got a little bit how you could use Wolfram Alpha to get at the points on here. And you see, it's a little bit of, it's free. It's sometimes worth every penny we pay for it. So it sometimes takes a little bit of trying different things to get it. But from this video, we can get through this particular problem. Hope that helps.